I feel like I should preface this video with, this is not a how-to. I am not a professional. This is for entertainment purposes only. And yes, I'm sure a lot of you will find great entertainment value from this right here. Well, hello there and welcome to the backyard. If you're just tuning in, first time discovering me, welcome. Glad to have you here. We are in the backyard, as I just said, and we have a bit of a project to do as we get closer to fall. I recently reseeded this whole section after having these pavers installed right here, and the hot weather, the humidity just wreaked havoc on this section of the lawn. So we're going to do a bit of renovation today. So join me and I'll try to explain things as I go along. Section of the yard pretty good. Took Johnny, the John Deere X758, lowered it down to about 1 inch and just really scalped it. And now what we're going to do is take the old trusty slice seeder, and although it's not intended for this purpose, we're going to use it to do a bit of scarification, try to pull up some of this thatch from all of the mildew and mold that developed over the past few months. So we haven't run this trusty Bluebird seed slicer since last year, I want to say. It hasn't been winterized. It does need an oil change, I will admit. So we're going to see what it does. See if this old Honda GX160 lets me down. So fuel is on. Turn that up. Choked. And let's see. Well, that won't do. Let's try this again. A little throttle, a little choke. Well, that won't do. This is really taking a beating. That wasn't too bad. Clearly the Honda had to get the last word in. Alright, so there you go. Took the seed slicer, used it a little bit unconventionally, and did a pretty nice job pulling up some of this thatch. There's a lot of rocks in here. I think that's why I continued to stall out so much. Anyway, let's go ahead and rake some of this up and see what happens next. We'll take the handy dandy Groundskeeper 2 rake. See if we can pull some of this stuff up into a pile. And then the plan is to take some topsoil. In this case, I have some Scott's Turf Builder lawn soil. Take that, put a nice little top coat on. I do have a soil spreader on those drum rollers. You'll see that in a few moments. And put some soil down. Maybe we'll do some seeding first. But look at this. This is crazy how much dirt and thatch has been pulled up. I know it's just a seed slicer, but it works well. I'm sure there are people in the comments, you shouldn't do that. It's gonna hurt the machine. It might. I do have extra blades for it. Old Faithful hasn't let me down yet. So, see what we can do. But right now, focus on this. So I do still have some GCI Turf Cool Blue in there, but I think we're going to try something different today for this section. We're going to try this Jonathan Green Black Beauty Original Elite Tall Fescue Blend. So before I do any top dressing, I'm going to throw some seed down first, and then we will use this Scott's Lawn Soil as the top dressing, of course. So let's see what we can do here. In lieu of using any sort of hay or straw matting, just do it this way. Again, I am not a professional. I am just a regular old homeowner who claims to know a thing or two about lawn care. Here's to hoping the birds don't decide to have a little fiesta. We have a lot of birds around here. We have some bird feeders in the backyard here, and we gotta keep them fed. But Sean, why aren't you using the spreader? Well, I don't think it was putting it down heavy enough, so we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way, folks. Kick some of this around. Every professional landscaper out there is watching this and cringing at the thought of what I'm doing here. I feel like I should preface this video with, this is not a how-to. I am not a professional. This is for entertainment purposes only. And yes, I'm sure a lot of you will find great entertainment value from this right here. But that's just life. Everybody has their forte. Temperatures have been staying relatively warm here in Pennsylvania, by the way, but we are getting into the season of rain this fall. Temperatures are starting to cool off a little bit more in the overnight hours. I do have some irrigation back here, so in reality, we should be okay. This will give the grass seed plenty of time to germinate and hopefully lay down some good roots before winter decides to set in. Every winter here in Pennsylvania is different. Some winters are a little bit mild, some not so much. Some start early, some start late. So let's see, that seems like decent coverage. Maybe we'll rake this around a little bit. Just to spread things a bit more evenly. Still have a good bit of thatch, but I'm hoping that it'll just decompose underneath the soil, and we'll have success here. Getting some new growth to come in. All we can do is try, right? That's what Mama always told me. All you can do is try. All right. Good enough. Now I have to move it all the way over here. This is quite possibly the cheapest soil spreader on the market. What's the good brand? A Landy? I don't know. Anyways, it is not that. In fact, I wish it was. This is Simpo, I think. It's kind of worn off there on the side. Picked it up on Amazon, probably like $90. Oh, it does the job. First world problems tell me that I wish it had latches instead of cotter pins, but it's okay. As SpongeBob once said, we don't need it. But I could use some water. Well, that's okay. We'll get there. All right. Man, these bags of soil are no joke. That is for sure. In lieu of a knife, use a shovel. Works just as well. I need to do a lot of weed control back here. I'm sure everybody will let me know in the comments. Ow. Something tells me I probably filled this too much. Maybe not. We'll see. But even though this is cheap, it does always look great once you're done. It's just a little hard to get the cotter pins back in where they're supposed to go. All right, we want to do that one first. Got one. Now let's try to do the other one. Yeah, there we go. Success. All right, let's see what this does. It's just so beautiful. When you spread some fresh soil, get that nice even coating. Just so aesthetically pleasing. It's a beautiful day here. It is a little warm. As I said, it is staying quite warm for the time being. There's a cold front moving in today. If you're watching this, it is Sunday, August 17th. Might be seeing some effects from Hurricane Aaron off the coast. At this moment, it is still way down in the Caribbean. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody ever knows. I wear gloves because I try to protect my soft little man hands, but it does make things a bit difficult at times, I will say. Hopefully everybody had a great summer. Too short, as per usual. I'd rather not hit myself in the head with the shovel. It's crazy to think that it's already mid-August. Time just keeps on flying by. Oh, shit. Man. So easy this time. Something tells me I probably should have got some straw matting before I embarked on this project, but all we can do is see what happens, right? So there you go. Did a little bit of an overseed. Topped it with some of that Scott's Turf Builder. Threw down some Jonathan Green seed. And now we wait. See what happens. See you in the next one.